Two.
Welcome. This is round 4 of the Magic Online Championship Series. July 31st, 2011. In case any of you were wondering, I kind of picked the matches at random. If I know someone and if they're done early, I'll try to get them. But otherwise, I just try to see for some players that are undefeated and feature them. Um, that way the matches are all meaningful. All right, we got Danker versus Asmodeus. Let's see, Danker opens with Tundra. And let's see what Asmodeus. Alright, Tundra suspends Ancestral Visions. And Asmodeus goes MOCS Diamond, and Life from the Loam, playing a Tranquil Thicket. Interesting that he plays a Thicket. Alright, okay. Alright, so clearly we got a Life from the Loam engine versus probably blue-white. Let's see. Dredges, we see a Goyf in the yard. A nice foil Entirement Goyf, by the way. And Danker actually spells nears the Life from the Loam. Essentially, that's a time walk, since he drew the time from the Loam. And try to cast it. Oh, and Maze of Ith comes down. So if Danker is trying to go for some kind of beat-down plan with swords. Alright, end of turn, Brainstorm, Crack Fetch, play Mistress Factory. And we see a Stoneforge Mystic getting Better Skull. Again, a Maze is going to severely hamper the beatdown until Danker can get a Wasteland. But even then, with the Life from the Loam engine going, it's just going to be very difficult. Alright. And somebody's cast Life from the Loam, and he gets Force of Will, and somebody's in the comments, really? That's the plan? I mean, I have to agree with them. If your plan is to counter every time you cast Life from the Loam, it's not very effective. You're going to run out of counters. And the first Life from the Loam resolved is going to net him so many cards. Alright, Ancestral Vision ticks again. One time counter left. Wasteland comes down, so that's going to take care of Maze of Ith on a turn. I mean, it's still going to get Life from the Loam. So, not really doing a whole lot. Asmodeus dredges again. We see Vindicate on the board. There's a Caracas I had failed to see earlier. Grove of the Burn Willows. So it's really heavy graveyard package with Grove. It means he's probably got a Punishing Fire. He targets Tranquil Thicket, Grove, and Wasteland. So he's going to start punishing Danker's mana base soon. And does it resolve? It resolves, so Grove of the Burn Willows is played, and here comes okay. There's also a Riftstone portal in the yard, which allows him to tap his Maze of Ith for mana. And he casts Knight of the Reliquary, which is humongous at this point, 7/7. And then, let's see, we get a Batterskull being put into play. But unless there's a sort of Feast and Famine coming, not really going to do much. Alright, and it looks like Knight got sorted, but that's 7 life. So not doing a whole lot. Alright, and searches a Tundra, which, again, with the Wasteland coming soon, or Wasteland recursion, you really think you would prefer to get some basic land. But, oh well. So swinging for 7 that turn. Oh, I clicked too fast there. And Danker, I don't understand this. Oh my gosh. Alright, so he wastelanded the Maze of Ith, but now he can, Asmodeus can just dredge the Life from the Loam and get his maze back. So it's not. Oh, and Vindicate takes out the Batterskull. So there goes that plan. Wasteland comes down. And Life from the Loam. And we're kind of screwed here if you're Danker. I mean, you're not gonna beat your opponent in 7 turns with Stoneforge Mishra's Factory beatdown, and he's got his engine fully online. Caracas comes into play to wasteland the Caracas basically, and if Asmodeus just gets some way to play more than 1 land a turn, the game will be quickly over. Oh, and there's Worm Harvest, making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens. So there's now a reasonable clock. And that's the game. Asmodeus wins games in 1. Stick around for game 2. Okay, and we're back for game 2. Let's see what kind of sideboard shenanigans Danker has against the Asmodeus' Life from the Loam engine. Alright. Tundra suspends Ancestral Visions. Nothing so far. Savannah Badlands. That's interesting. Sylvan Library. Oh my gosh. That resolves. It resolves. Asmodeus is way ahead now. Being able to see 2 extra cards a turn and possibly draw some. Alright, Brainstorm. Interesting Brainstorm here. Main phase. Play a fetch land. Alright, and he pays 4 to draw the extra card. And here comes Knight of the Reliquary. A measly 4/4, but probably very strong. And Fetchland is cracked, so Danker gets to see 2 new cards. And Swords takes out the Knight. And that's fine. I mean, basically just paid back for the card that he drew at the library. Alright, and let's see what he casts here. And Meddling Mage. Alright. It's a good card. You can name Life from the Loam. But I have a feeling Asmodeus has some way to get rid of a Meddling Mage. I mean, we definitely saw Vindicates that first game. So let's see what else he's got. Here's the Knight of the Reliquary, which is way bigger than the Meddling Mage. Oh, and here's Red Elemental Blast on the Ancestral Visions, which is very relevant. Danker's down to 2 cards. So now that Knight is really a problem if he doesn't have an answer. There's Crucible, which would be more impressive if he had a Wasteland, but at least he's got fetch land. And it's another Swords on the Knight. So, okay, this is looking a little better, but that's just Sylvan Library is just letting Asmodeus see so many cards. And Grove the Burn Willows. And 3 mana. What are we getting here? Vindicate on the Crucible. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And Tarmogoyf, a 4/5 Tarmogoyf. Comes down, then it's going to dominate the board. Goes fetch the 4th Tundra. Again, I'm not sure that's correct. I mean, I think you should be going for some basic land. Right? Place a 2nd Meddling Mage on Punishing Fire. Which is fair, but I don't know. I think, I'm not sure if I would have kept Punishing Fire in this matchup. It's not a creature-heavy matchup. And you have Vindicate, and your guys are just all huge. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, the 3rd Knight of the Reliquary and the Dark Confidant. So Dark Confidant and Sylvan Library are just going to be a wrecking ball here. Alright. I would be tempted here to, do exactly this. Double block. And kill. Trade 1 for 1 to go with a Mishra's Factory. Definitely. Alright, Bob reveals Grove the Burn Willows. I'm sure he's never going to draw anything but a land with that library in play. And let's see, another Tarmogoyf, and this one is a full 5/6. Oh man, this is going downhill very fast. Those meddling mages are going to have to block. And Bob reveals Windswept Heath. So this game is all but over. Can't imagine a sequence of cards besides, say, Day of Judgment or Wrath of God or a Moat that could get him out of this bind. Swinging with 12 powers worth of creatures. He needs a Moat. Does he have a Moat? Nope. And that's game. Asmodeus takes it 2-0. Danker just didn't have anything to combat the powerful cards in Asmodeus' hand, and Asmodeus' deck is just gorgeous here. Foil Goyfs, Bobs, Bayou, Knights. He's still a little bit of ways to go to fully foil it, but still very impressive. Thanks for watching, and hope you'll stick around for more rounds.
1, 2.